that we're down in the valley, we seem to be a collection point. So it's very important for us that we direct the water where it needs to go.
Water runs downhill, and consequently in this wet times, especially right now in these wet years, water is a big issue.
The town has grown a little bit since the lagoon was put in, and so now it really doesn't meet the capacity that we need.
We are looking into an alternative treatment process, likely a mechanical treatment plant. But the conservation bylaw was a way to get us through the time that we need until a mechanical treatment plant can be built.
When we have a high water event, we've got a lot more water going into the lagoons from sump pumps in the community, so we want to redirect that water out of the sanitary sewer system. And as we were doing all these things, we realized there's probably other water-saving measures.
The council began to discuss and thought we could take a more proactive measure and introduce this water conservation bylaw, requiring that new construction within the municipality would require low flush toilets and more energy conservative type appliances.
We can suggest things or we can put a bylaw in place. So the council thought the best thing to do was put a bylaw in place.
First thing that we had staff do was look for a similar bylaw somewhere else in Saskatchewan. They couldn't find one.
We have incentives for community members to replace toilets as well as redirect the discharge from their sump pumps. Our bylaw is kind of a two-part bylaw. There are regulations for new construction, and there's also some volunteer sections as well, asking that you take a close look when you're buying appliances and faucets and that you're making the best decision for environmental water conservation.
So we are trying to address the things that we could possibly control.
I think that people by and large want to do what's right.
We, I think, see ourselves as a fairly progressive community and definitely environmentally conscious.
If we want to be a sustainable community, we have to address all of the things that aren't quite working the way we would like them to work.
Most people do what's right. Some people just need to be reminded what's the right thing to do.
And we can ask people politely to do things, but if we actually have bylaws, we can show that we're pretty serious about water conservation.
We may be the first community in Saskatchewan to implement a bylaw like this, but I hope that we're not the last.